And good morning and welcome to another edition, actually, the debut of the Saturday Blast Show, Sports Blast Show. My name is Ralph Williams. I am the host of the Saturday Sports Blast Show. And yeah, we want to talk about and let us talk to you. I am the revolutionary. I am the visionary. I am Ralph Williams, your host for the Saturday Sports Blast Show. We're here at Studio 10 in Berlin, Maryland, just outside of Ocean City. And let me get to our panel here. And I'm waiting to hear from our guest, Marcus McCollum, who's going to join us to talk with us about the Chicago Bears, which we're going to talk about anyway, in regards to them moving to Indiana because of the city and the officials there not willing to pay for a new stadium. So I just want to let everyone know what's going on with that as well. All right. Okay, so let's get started with our panel here. Let's start with Pensman Sports. Pensman, good morning. How are you? And welcome to the show. Hey there, Pensman.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. Let's have a good show. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here.
All right.
Let's have a good show. Good morning, everybody. Let's go.
All right. Below us here is Brian Pettit from Sports Break Media. Go ahead, Brian. How are you? Good morning. How are you this morning?
I am doing wonderful. Just getting everything, trying to get it set up, and I got lots of stuff to do, a lot of cleaning up to do. So we got a lot of stuff to do today, and also I'm gonna watch a little bit of sports, and just have some fun. That's all it is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And also Leo Haggerty from Amped Up Sports. Leo, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Well, I am calling in today from Seattle, Washington. So it's 7 a.m. out here. And my grandson graduated from high school, so I was out for that. Yeah. And the party's today. And hey, Brian, by the way,
yes.
Go Tigers.
Where'd you find that shirt at?
Oh, I've had that since the first one.
Ah, okay.
Oh, there you go. All right.
That goes back to Deshaun days.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. All right. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X, and the Kick Network. And we're also live simulcasting on Pensman Sports and simulcasting on the Sports Break Network as well. All right, guys, let's get started. Chicago Bears moving to Indiana. It's official. It looks like that's where they're headed, this little town of Indiana. We had this discussion last Sunday, but we're going to talk a little bit more about it today. I'm still waiting to hear from Marcus McCollum to see if he's going to be on to talk with us about what's going on with the Chicago Bears. All right, Pensman, take a look at the comments. Are we okay to put them on, or what's going on with the comments? Pensman.
I think he got frozen.
Yeah, it's StreamYard again. There we go. All right. Okay.
I can't.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pensman.
Go.
All right. Hello. There we go. Hi. How are you? Welcome to the show. And then I think we got a few other folks here as well. We'll get into them later. All right. I got to I got to see what we have here. My eyes this morning. Here we go. Is another hello. How are you this morning? All right, great to have you on. Some great comments to start our morning off with as well. All right, Sports Break Media. We go there as well. Brian Pettit. Okay, guys, let's get started. Chicago Bears. We'll start with you, Leo. What's your thoughts on this? They're moving to Indiana. What's your thoughts on this whole debacle here? Go ahead.
Well, I tell you what, guys, it's not a debacle anymore because tax money isn't going to pay for stadiums. Those days, that ship has sailed. They're having a big fight here in Tampa because lawmakers know if they give free rent and pay for stadiums, they're not going to be in office. Those days are past. I am suggesting that if you're using tax money, they're borrowing it. It's not being given. And you know what? If they want to go to Indiana, fine. Look at Kansas City. They're going across the river as well. I just, those days, and I can't believe owners don't look at what Jerry Jones did. His money, and he's keeping every cent of it. That needs to happen. But the days of the free lunch, that's over. It's not happening. It's not just in Chicago. When they agreed to build Tampa Stadium, the vote was 50.5 to 49.5. It was that close. This is not a done deal anymore for stadiums. Ownership needs to figure out how they're going to get funds, and it's not going to be state funded.
Oh yeah, it's getting like that, and I think the model for that, Leo, was Oakland. When they let the A's and the Raiders walk away, I believe they were the model for this because I think everybody looked at Oakland and said, if they're not going to do it, we're not going to do it. And you know what? That is, the common sense of it all, that a lot of the taxpayers in the free ride, like you said, is over. And even in Pittsburgh, when we built Acrisure Stadium, which at the time was Heinz Field, and we beat PNC and we built PNC Park, they turned down a tax vote. They were going to put some kind of a tax to pay for stadiums, and it was voted down. So they went out and they found other money, and was able to get it done. But here we are. Cities turning down this money and this free ride. Look at Jacksonville, the Kahn family. I use that as an example. They sat down with the city of Jacksonville and said, "What can we do to help?" We need more owners like that. And a lot of these owners start saving your money because this stuff's not going to happen anymore. I agree with you 100%, Leo, on that. Brian, go ahead. Your thoughts on this. Go ahead.
Well, as we talked about it last week, the money, it's going to be hard on the traveling. We talked about it a little bit there, but it's going to be interesting because the fans are probably not going to like it traveling that far, but it's going to cause a lot of chaos.
Yep, exactly. Especially small marketplaces, like the comment said there. I agree. Thank you for commenting today. That some of these small markets can't afford it. Hey, Leo, I want to ask you a question. I heard John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan was throwing money in to help the Rays out. Is that correct?
Mr. Deep Pockets, yeah, he's willing to put money in and become an equity partner. I mean, nobody's giving it away anymore. And again, if owners would realize, okay, if I got to take $100 million of tax money, and legislators got to realize that, hey, let's loan it to them and give them 10 years to pay it back, then it becomes plausible. But right now, if you put it to a vote, and not just in Tampa, I'm thinking everywhere, you're not going to find people. People aren't going to vote to build on. Nobody's building us free housing. Why are they building it for them?
Well, one other thing, too, and I'm going to go into the political aspect of this. A lot of these cities have a lot of progressive Democrats who are not for any of this stuff. They like to defund police. They like to, forget about public works, forget about building, and forget about businesses. They only worry about the rah, 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 and doing this and not doing anything. That's progressive stance. Pensman, go ahead. Your thoughts on this. Go. Go ahead, Pensman.
I think it's a bad thing. What you like you said last week, like people. I don't. If I lived an hour from a stadium, I wouldn't go an hour drive away. So that's just bad. And the Chicago was treated unfairly. So that's just my opinion.
All right, guys. I just got text from our guest, Marcus McCullum. He's finishing up his radio show, and as soon as he's finished, he'll be joining us shortly. So Marcus will be here to talk with us about the situation with the Chicago Bears. Also talk about this bad season that the Chicago Cubs are having. It's Brian's team. So, I mean, there you are with that as well. All right.
They're horrible.
Oh, I know. I know.
Started off hot and then horrible.
There you go.
And their crosstown rivals, the White Sox, are playing pretty well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, believe it or not, the White Sox are actually playing pretty good this year.
Hey, Ralph, before we jump any further, did anybody see that performance by Miz yesterday for the Brewers against the Phillies? 58 pitches, 100 miles an hour or more. His first batter, Schwarber, he hits 104, and his last pitch of the day, his 95th, clocks in at 103. He was totally unhittable. One hit, faces the minimum batters, 95 pitches, complete game. I'll tell you what, watching it, you can see the Phillies just got up there and, okay, I'm going to guess where that ball's going to be. Struck out 15.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely. That's incredible.
It was. And you're sitting there going, okay, he can't keep that up the whole game. Well, guess what? He did. Crazy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, all right, guys, let's get started here. NBA Finals. What a game this week. What a comeback by the New York Knicks. I like the Spurs because of their young team, but their young team, what happened this week was the young team looked bad, and this was the young team at work. So when you're a young team that's inexperienced, this is the type of stuff that happens with an experienced Knicks team. Now, number two, the Knicks, everybody thought was tired, worn out, and whatnot because of their having to play longer in the playoffs. Spurs had a rest period, and guess what happened? They still got burned. The Knicks came back in the second half, and I'll say this once, I'll say it again. There's two halves to every game. Pensman, we'll start with you. The NBA Finals, the last game. Go ahead. Go ahead, Pensman. Go ahead, Pensman. I might have to put him on the phone.
Yeah.
I might have to do that. I'll put him on the phone because
I'll go, Ralph.
What, on the phone?
No. I'll tell you about the game.
Oh, okay.
My thing is about the whole entire situation with the Knicks versus the Spurs is we've talked about it. It's a little secret. The Spurs hasn't played well in the fourth quarter. You know, they're letting down in the fourth quarter, as a lot of people have said. Their second quarter and their fourth quarter are letdowns. You know, you're letting it get the rebounds. They're out. The Knicks are rebounding the Spurs, and it's just causing one big melee when you only got two players that are playing for the Spurs. Everybody's got to step up. And I think my theory is you do not get the Spurs back in this series at all after tonight. I mean, after tonight, this is their last game. So I maybe can see the Spurs winning tonight, but they could take it back to New York, but I wouldn't let them get too hot right now, you know? So that's just one of my things. What do you think, Leo? All right.
Brian, do you think you and I should pick up this until Ralph gets us back on? What do you think?
Yeah, we can do that. That's what I was going to ask you. What do you think about this whole entire Spurs Knicks game? Unbelievable kind of a way it's going to go, though. You know, I think they've locked us out here. Can you hear me, Leo? Where is everybody at?
I can hear you, Brian. I can hear you. I'm trying to set the announcement up here.
Oh, okay. I wonder if Leo can hear me now.
Hensman Sports.
Okay, there's Pensman Sports right there. He's on the phone. You there, Pensman?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, good. We got him on the phone here. And Marcus McCollum is here, and he's coming on right now. All right. Marcus, welcome to the program. How are you today?
What's going on, guys? As you can see, I'm on the road. Obviously, I stay busy, so that's how it is. But I'm glad to be able to be up this morning and able to join you guys and talk a little sports.
All right, we've got Pensman on the phone with us because he's having technical issues, so he's joining us in the show, but he's on the phone. Mike, Marcus, welcome to the program. Tell us a little bit about this situation with the Chicago Bears. We were just talking about it before we went into the NBA Finals here a little bit. What's going on? What's the vibe there in Chicago? I know you just got done doing your radio show. What's going on there?
Well, the vibe is that it's a lot of politics that are going on, and it's a shame that ran out because, so the Bears, Chicago doesn't want the Bears to leave Chicago. Chicago has very powerful influence in the politics and policies of the state of Illinois. And that's what people, it's hard as that city is that much of an influence on the state to where they can put pressure on the state to say, if you let the Bears leave and go to Arlington Heights, this is the issues that we're going to cause. This is the things that because remember, the Chicago as a city will lose massive revenue if the Bears leave Soldier Field. Not to mention, now what do they do at that stadium? Now they have a big empty stadium in Chicago on the lakeside, and they cannot have two teams in Chicago, two football teams. There was like something that was some rule that was implemented a long time back, so it was dictated that it can only be one team, one Chicago football team, and that's it. And so therefore the Bears hold all the cards from that side.
All right, Leo, any questions for Marcus?
And the revenue. Bears leave.
Ralph, I'd love to say I have anything, but I can't hear a word he's saying. So you're going to have to go to Brian on that. Brian, are you hearing him?
Yeah, I can hear him. Hey, yeah. Marcus, I got a question. If you're still there. I think he jumped off.
And I'm hearing nothing from Brian either.
Oh, okay.
Ralph,
Marcus, I got a question. Marcus, I got a question for you on this one. If it does go through where they're going to put the Bears, what about the transportation? How far is it from? I know it's an hour away, but I know nobody's going to like it. But you got to think about the transportation and all that. What is it like over there where they're going to put it? About roads and stuff. They're going to have to build new roads and, all kinds of stuff, right?
Are you there, Marcus? Everybody's having technical issues this morning. Oh, my gosh. There we go. Well, I can't conduct business on the other thing like that because the sports are coming through. So we have to use StreamYard this morning, and they're giving us a hard time. Marcus, I'll get you off the air here for a minute here, and then we'll come back here for a moment. All right, there we are. All right, Leo, can you hear us, Leo?
I can hear you, Ralph, but I can't hear anybody else.
Oh, okay. How about Brian? Can you hear him? Pensman's on the phone. Can you hear Pensman?
Can you hear me, Leo?
Yeah, I got Pensman. Brian, can you say something?
Yeah, can you hear me on that one?
So let's see. It looks like Marcus is going to reboot. So we'll get him in there as well.
I get nothing from Brian.
All right. Well, all right. Let's get back to the NBA Finals. Spurs versus the Knicks. Leo, go ahead. We'll get your comments again. I had to go off the air for a minute. Go ahead.
Well, I tell you what, it's the NBA. Forget about watching what's happening on the ball. Watch what's happening with the other 8 guys. It looks like the WWE. I have never seen the contact that's being allowed, especially on Wemby. I mean, they're hugging him up when he doesn't have the ball. It's just, if the referees allow that to happen, what actually is a foul? Because it's almost like the NFL now. There's pass interference every play. There's foul every play. And most of it is off the ball. People are getting grabbed. People are getting knocked down. And, it's great that the games are coming down to that, last play and that. But it's it's way, way, way over the top to what should be allowed.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like we got Pensman back. Go ahead, Pensman. Your thoughts on the NBA playoffs?
I love it. It's back and forth. And what you guys saw the other day, that was iconic. Mike Brown's second appearance in the NBA Finals. Like I said on my show the other day, Mike Brown could have fallen down. He could have thrown the towel, but they got the stops, and they kept fighting. And OG with the awesome tipping, that was great.
He's gonna have to reboot again. I don't know. Here. Where's that? All right, there we go. Now we got everybody. So he's gonna have to reboot. Or hey, Marcus, I'll put you on my phone. All right. Give me a minute. All right, go ahead, guys. NBA Finals.
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, Leo. What is your biggest thing for tonight? Do you think the Spurs can actually pull this one out, or do you think the New York Knicks can actually win the whole entire thing? What's your thoughts on that one, on that deal? All right. Well, Leo, can you hear me? I gotta go find. All right, I gotta figure out something here. Test 1. Okay. Hey, Leo, can you talk? Can you hear me?
No.
No, okay.
Okay, guys. I got Marcus back up on phone. Marcus McCollum is back. So let's get back into our talk about the Chicago Bears Stadium situation here. Marcus, go ahead. Tell us again what's going on in Chicago with the Chicago Bears Stadium. And Brian asked you the question about how what's going on with the travel time to get there and everything else. Go ahead. Hold on a minute. What the heck is going on now?
No.
Hang on. This is. Sorry, guys. NBA Finals. Go ahead, Brian. You tell us your thoughts on the NBA Finals. Go ahead.
Well, can y'all? Everybody can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can.
We can hear you, man.
I don't think Leo can. I don't know why Leo can't.
Yeah.
But here's my thoughts, and this is what I can see. It's like Leo said just a minute ago. If nobody heard about it, they're fouling like crazy. The refs are getting into it and everything, and it's just one of those weird things where, this could be. And I'm going to put this one, Pensman. I think the Spurs. I think the Spurs are could win tonight. Maybe they can win by 10, but we'll see. Have to see about the offense and defense of the Knicks, and that's what I'm thinking. What do you think, Pensman?
I told everybody it's going to be 4-2 series, game in 6, and you said that. We said that last Friday when we did the stream. It's going to be 4-2, and it's not going to. Yeah, it's not going to be an easy cake. It's not going to be that easy.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Is
Yeah,
I think the Spurs are going. I think the Spurs are going to win tonight too, but we'll get them back on Tuesday.
yeah.
Right.
Well.
All right, it looks like we lost Leo. I hope he comes back. If not, don't worry. But I got Marcus McCullum on the phone. Marcus, welcome back. Sorry about the technical issues here. Go ahead.
Oh man, not a problem. Yeah, like we were saying with the issues, what's going on with the stadium and everybody out there. If you missed it, I was saying that Chicago is the reason why this isn't happening. The city of Chicago has tried to put every roadblock possible to stop the Bears from leaving Soldier Field because of all the revenue that they will lose. Chicago will, as a city, will lose massive revenue that they've been collecting for decades off of Chicago Bear fans. And they don't want to lose that to Arlington Heights or anybody. So they're just creating this massive roadblock. And so the Bears, to counter this massive roadblock, the Bears were forced to go outside the box and make a deal with Indiana, because it's like, hey, if you're going to continue to stronghold us with these mafia style tactics to try to bully us into staying at a stadium that we cannot stay at anymore. It's too small. You don't have the space in Chicago to build a new stadium. And so you're just basically trying to tell the Bears that, hey, you're just going to stay where we're telling you to stay. You don't get to leave, even though we're not going to help you make your situation any better. We're not going to. One of the things people don't know, Soldier Field is one of the smallest NFL stadiums. Charter franchise, a team like the Chicago Bears, is one of the tiniest stadiums in the NFL. That is ridiculous. And the Bears get none of the revenue from Soldier Field. When Soldier Field has events, when the Bears are not playing, Chicago gets that revenue. Chicago gets all the revenue that happens around the stadium, all the parking, all the vendors and stuff that are working out there, dealing with the fans, tailgating, all that stuff. All that stuff goes to Chicago. None of that goes to the Bears. So this is a game of greedy pig, and the Chicago Bears have every right to want to get out. And the Chicago Bears have every right to want to get out of it. Because what the Bears are looking at is that why can't we get that revenue? If we went to Arlington Heights where they own the land, the Chicago Bears get all of that revenue now. And so this is a really nasty game of politics that's playing out right in front of everybody. And I'm going to tell you right now, guys, the Bears might be forced to have no choice but to play out of Hammond, Indiana.
Hey, Marcus, what I was telling you is I was telling everybody last week, I work for Public Works, and I was talking about, like, you got to build roads. You have to build drainage from the drain system. How is that going to mess everything up if they do move there? And it's going to be a lot of money because you have all this new roads, the traffic. You got to build in construction, outer construction. I mean, you got to think about restaurants that are moving out. It's going to destroy Chicago, down there where everything is in the restaurants. That's what I was talking about last week, that it's going to cost a lot of money for the new teams, for this new team to come in there.
Well, are you talking about it if they go to Hammond?
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that Hammond has literally said they're willing to do all of it.
Wow.
Hammond is the state of Indiana. I'm sorry, not the state of Indiana has literally. They met as a council and they all agreed, and it was a bipartisan agreement that they are willing to fund all infrastructure for the Bears to build their stadium there. They're willing to give build the roads, everything, drainage, everything they're willing to do so that the Bears can put their stadium in. I mean, they've rolled out the red carpet, guys. They've given the Bears a tax cap.
Wow.
on the stadium already. So the Bears already know this is what your tax is going to be on the land. It's ridiculous how much the state knows that and the reason why the state is making the play is because they know that they can. This is the first time and who knows how long that they actually have a real opportunity, because see, the thing about it was that when the Bears dealt with stadium talks before, it was always in mind of that they were never leaving Soldier Field. Once the Bears purchased the land in Arlington Heights, it started a fight. That's what people don't understand. When they purchased the land in Arlington Heights, it started a fight with the city of Chicago. Because now you were telling Chicago, we're leaving. We're picking up our team and we're going to go to another area in the state of Illinois. And think about how much revenue Arlington Heights would start making now. Well, Arlington Heights would now start to provincially, the longer the Bears stayed there, with the revenue that they would be generating, Arlington Heights would start to rival Chicago. I guarantee you, in a decade to come, in terms of what they would have to offer people, nightlife, restaurants, bars. That the Bears generate a lot of revenue, brother.
Yeah, and also too, Marcus. Our guest is Marcus McCullum by phone, because we've been having technical issues this morning with StreamYard here, so I apologize for that. But anyway, Marcus, I want to ask you this question here. There's a casino there that also is going to make a lot of money, and I believe probably the casino has also probably thrown some money into this deal. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean that has been one of their selling points. It's like, hey, your fans not only get to come out here and watch the game, but we've got the casino right here. They can make a whole weekend out of it. Indiana's looking at the big picture, not just the Bears game. They want you to come and watch the Bears game, and they want you to stay for the whole weekend.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the big picture that they're looking at. They want and like I said, this is all a game of Greedy Pig. And Illinois is now looking at, we're going to be losing revenue that should be in this state over to Indiana.
Yes.
So no, this is don't make no mistake about Indiana. Illinois has a massive issue with Indiana jumping in this boat, but I'm really glad that they did, because Chicago was putting a stranglehold on the Bears with the land in Arlington Heights. They should have had shovels in the ground 2 years ago, and the state kept putting pressure on Arlington Heights to where they made the tax that they were asking for on the land was triple what the LA Rams pay at SoFi Stadium in California.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not joking.
Wow.
Triple of what they were paying in California, the state of California. That I'm telling you right now, man, it's just disgusting. And for once, I normally do not side with a franchise because it's like they're billionaires, right? Who cares? I'm going to tell you right now, this is in the situation. I'm actually siding with billionaires.
All right, yeah. I'm sorry, Brian. Go ahead, Pensman. What's your thoughts on this? Weigh in on this. Go ahead.
Marcus, I got a question for you. Welcome back. I haven't talked to you since last year, but I just want to say hi. Thanks for tuning in. But what do you think about the hour distance? Do they have if you have to go to the Bears game, you have to leave like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, then the tailgate. You know how fans love the tailgate. They'll be 11 or 12 o'clock. Don't you think that's unfair, or what's your opinion on the hour drive?
You think that it's a longer drive for fans to go to Hammond, Indiana?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And once again, thanks, Brian. I mean, it's always good to talk to you, brother. And
It was Pensman who asked the question.
Pensman. Yeah, Pensman has.
It's all right.
Brother Pensman.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm a born and raised Southsider. And I got family in Gary. And we would visit them like it was like a stone throw to go visit my family in Gary, Indiana. Hammond is literally right on the border. There really is no extra travel. It'll actually probably be easier. Trying to travel through Chicago is a nightmare. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't even watch Bears games when they play at home. I watch on TV because every time I've tried to go to a Bears game, it is one of the most ridiculous process to get through. I went through so Caleb Williams, first preseason game, his first game, rookie year, his first game, he's at home. I get gifted with some tickets from my job. Like, oh, thank you. Wow, I'm gonna go see. I get a buddy. Hey, we're gonna go check out the game. It's preseason. We left to go to the game. I think the game was maybe 2:00, somewhere around there. He lives pretty much right by Chicago area. He's like one of the first suburbs that's right on the border of Chicago where he lives. So on the west side of Chicago town. So we leave, we go down to the state. This should be a 30-minute trip, easy for us to get down, find parking, get there. By the time we found parking, the game was getting ready to get started. By the time we got to where we could park, and then we had to walk all the way to the stadium. And of course, Chicago charges a nice penny to park our car. And the game had already started. By the time we got to our seats, the first quarter was almost over. So what do you mean about parking and unfair to the fans? It's unfair to the fans now.
Yeah,
it's unfair to the fans right now.
Exactly.
What are you talking about, brother?
And Marcus, I got to tell you, I always say this. It's so bad, you got to take out a loan.
Seriously, I'm telling you, I was watching Caleb in my buddy's car on TV rather than at the stadium, and we left in plenty of time to get there. But sitting in the traffic, that they have special parking where you can and cannot park in Chicago, and then we got to walk all the way to. It was ridiculous. Who needs to go through that, man? I would rather take the extra drive. I would rather take the extra drive to go somewhere where I'm going to have tailgating already sectioned out, fan parking already sectioned out. I can get into the stadium nice and easy. I can get out of the stadium nice and easy. I mean, man, I got restaurants and bars that are affordable around me, a hotel if I feel like staying. No, I'm all for that. I am not for what's going on in Chicago. I haven't been for a long time. I think it's a joke and a ripoff for the fans. And in Chicago, the city has been getting away with it for a long time because they know that the fan base loves the Bears. And you know what? We'll watch the Bears wherever. We'll watch the Bears if they play on the moon. We'd be taking NASA shuttles going, hey, I got to go get that Bears game.
All right, guys. Real quick here, UFL update. Today is the United Bowl. It comes in 4 hours. Marcus, maybe you want to weigh in on this. I don't know if you follow UFL. DC Defenders versus the Louisville Kings. And I
do not follow UFL. That's all you got.
No, I know. Real quick here. And that's this afternoon or around 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It says here that they're going to be in DC at Audi Field, but I don't understand how that could be. DC's a mess right now because we got that UFC fight tonight at the White House, which will air on Paramount Plus tonight, the UFC and the fight at the White House. So, Brian, any questions for Marcus? Go ahead.
Yeah, I got one for Marcus. Marcus, what's going on? I think that you used to be aren't you a White Sox fan or a Cubs fan?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm a White Sox fan.
All right. Well, I'm just going to – what is your – I'm a Cubs fan, and I don't live near Chicago or anything like that. What's going on with my Chicago team? What's going on, even though you're –
So, you want to know what's going on, and I'm going to give it to you truthfully. So, as you know, I'm a White Sox fan, but I covered Chicago sports, and I have my sports show every Saturday morning. Truth about Chicago sports, where I give nothing but the truth about what's happening with every Chicago team. And I brought the truth this morning, and I'm going to bring it to you, brother. The Cubs
Get it to me.
The Cubs are an average team. They lack a power hitter. They need at least 2 power bats in their lineup. They didn't adequately replace Cal Tucker's power bat when he left. Alex Bregman's signing was nice, but he's not a power bat. The injuries to their starting pitchers, Cade Horton and Justin Steele, has been way bigger than they wanted to admit. They didn't have anybody in the pipeline to bring up, so therefore they lack depth. Moises Ballesteros has struggled way more than they thought and has not been the power bat that they were hoping he could turn into. And their starting pitching that they have now is putrid. Schroeder's struggling. Edward Cabrera's struggling. Matthew Boyd's injured again. Jamison Tyon is injured, and when he wasn't
Wow,
injured, he's
Tyon is
struggling.
with them. I forgot Tyon's with the Cubs. Yeah.
Yeah, he
So
is.
Yeah.
so
He's-
that's what's going
It
on.
is.
Oh, by the way, their manager doesn't know how to pull him out of it, even though he's one of the highest paid managers in
I
baseball.
can't believe it, Marcus, that Council is not doing his job. I just don't get it. He was so good in Milwaukee, and now
he is trying. He's
Yeah.
trying.
right.
He's trying to do his job. It's just not working.
Jeez.
Exactly.
Well, we'll look for a new.
It was great. It was great with the Brewers, but not with the Cubs.
Brewers, yeah, exactly. Pensman, yeah, you make a great point there, and I
Well,
think Marcus
hey,
will agree too. He was great with
Don't-
Milwaukee. Now all of a sudden,
Don't put everything on Council, because
okay.
Council did not put this roster together.
Is it the
That was
front
Jed
office?
Hoyer. That's Jed Hoyer and the GM Hawkins. Okay,
Yeah,
that's who put this roster together.
Okay.
All Craig Council can do is coach what was given to him.
Manage what's
He
given
did
to him. Exactly.
He
Yeah.
managed what's given to him. They chose to get Cal Tucker on a 1-year rental that didn't work out, and then they gave away a top prospect for that. Then they turned around and they gave away another top prospect for Edward Cabrera, and at this current moment, that's not working out. And so when you have these failures will come back to hurt you once you start to have injuries and players that struggle.
Yeah, exactly. Look at the Dodgers, Marcus, a few years back. They had all these highest paid players. I said there was going to be a collapse when they all got injured, and then they didn't make it. They got beat in the playoffs because they didn't have their horses. So, I mean, I understand what you're saying. They got a lot of high price players and whatnot. All right. Any final words for Marcus or any final comments that you want to question?
Yeah, I do. Sorry, Marcus. I'm a Yankees fan, and when the Yankees start losing, we blame Boone. So that's just. I guess that's the New York fan in me. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, it's real.
Well, the radio station this morning that does the Pirate Show that won't hire me in Pittsburgh, they had some people calling up this morning for Bucko talking about firing Don Kelly. So I mean, so I get where that's at, and it's just we got people here that are in Pittsburgh want to fire Don Kelly. It's not all the manager, like Marcus said. Sometimes it's the front office. You got a GM that might not know what he's doing. You got an owner that got to stick his nose in it, and I get it. It's about money. So the owner does stick his nose in it. We've seen the Jerry Jones thing go on for years in the NFL, sticking his nose in it and everything else. My thing is, if you ever watch the movie Any Given Sunday, and I always use these points from that movie, when Al Pacino said the coach coached and the owner owned. Okay, that is what needs to happen in these sports teams today. And I think, Marcus, you'll agree with me. Let the owner own and let the manager manage. Let the GM do his job, and go from there. You know what I mean? That's exactly what should happen. It's just like if you have a business, and I learned some stuff from John Taft from Bar Rescue. The owner owned the bar, get a manager to manage the bar, then you have a bar manager and a kitchen manager in your restaurant or in your bar. So it's the same concept in any kind of business. The owner own, manager manage, and we go from there. You know what I mean? And that's exactly how it should work out. But it doesn't work like that in sports. Again, I'll use Jerry Jones again and a few of these other owners that just continue to get involved in it and have no idea what they're doing. You know what I mean? So, and then
I agree.
And then get mad and make the manager or the coach the sacrificial lamb and be done with it. I'll give you another example. The Pitt Panther football team, the first go round with Steve Peterson, he hired Todd Graham. I call him Fraud Graham, because he just up and walked out after a 6-6 season and promised all the stuff to Pitt. But I'm not going to go there today. But I'm going to use this example. Steve Peterson kept calling up the football coach, kept coming to the games, or kept coming to practice. If he went out with his family to go get a burger, Steve Peterson was there. It was like he was trying to babysit this guy, micromanage him, and he got so disgusted that was the reason he up and walked and got out of Pitt. You can't do stuff like that. That kind of stuff is what happens to you. So, all right. Anyway, guys, let's get back into our discussion. Marcus, thank you for being part of the show.
Thank you.
And I
Thank you, Marcus.
Sorry about the technical problems, but we got you at least
Oh,
on
it's
the phone
okay.
and everything else.
Hey,
So have yourself
I
a
always
great
love
one.
joining.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. I'll come back anytime. Just reach out.
I'll be in touch with you because I'd like you to come on my radio shows up in Pittsburgh and talk a little bit about this Bear situation with this stadium. So, all right.
Okay. Excellent. All right, but sounds like a plan, guys.
Thank you.
Have a good one, guys.
Marcus.
That
You
was
too,
Marcus.
Marcus.
That was Marcus McCullum, who has a radio show up and covers the Chicago Bears. Guys, Marcus really put it together there, guys. What are your thoughts on what Marcus had to say? Pensman, go ahead.
Well, I thought it was I thought the stadium was further than what he was saying. I thought it was like an hour drive, but that's surprising to me. Well, if it's good for drive distance and you can get in and out of the stadium, that's good. But I don't know. I've been following football since '94, so I've been just used to Soldier Field in Chicago. So it's going to be
It's going to be strange.
So,
it's going to be weird. Yeah, it is. It is. And
that's my thoughts on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And today's our debut, and it was great to have Marcus on. Leo had some technical issues. He's in Seattle, Washington, on a trip, and I appreciate Leo's, what you call commenting to the show. I'm a little bit not angry this morning, but I'm a little bit saddened. One of my best friends, handicapped best friend, John Tagg, passed away this week up in Pittsburgh. John and I were fighters for transit. And when I was president of the Allegheny County Transit Council, John was the one who recommended me not only just for president one time, but for 3 times. So, and John was a great guy. And I told him, as I said before, that I will see him when I get up there. So, so today this show's dedicated to John Tagg, my friend. So I just want to let everyone know. And my family sends my condolences to his family. All right, we're here. This Saturday Sports Blast debuts today. We changed the name from the Saturday Sports Show to the Saturday Sports Blast. We're blasting away about the Chicago Bears. Brian, any final comments before we move on here? I want to get Pensman in here about the NHL, and then I think we're going to wrap it up here in about 5 or 6 minutes. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, Marcus is actually pretty cool. He gave us a lot of insight on it. I really appreciate it for that one. And also the Cubs. I didn't realize they were – I mean, it sounds like to me that there's a lot of people in Chicago that don't like this move because of everything. But it seems like once they get it all settled out, it'd be a kind of a nice kind of a clean slate. But moving on, yeah, we've had our difficulties, and stuff like that. And also, I want to give a shout out to
and I think you'll agree with me, and I should have said this to Brian. The White Sox are the redheaded stepchild of Chicago. They're actually get more play than the White Sox ever did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So one of these days there'll be a Cubs White Sox World Series.
Hey, yeah. That would be kind of cool if it had that. I can imagine what that's going to look like. But no, on to the basketball a little bit too.
The NBA Finals. Let's wrap that up, and then Pensman will tell us about the NHL stuff. So
it's like I told everybody. I think the Spurs can actually win tonight, but I don't know if they do. But it's like I was telling Leo a while ago, and a lot of you look for the fourth quarter and the second quarter too.
Yeah,
because the Spurs have been laying the eggs on the fourth quarter since the playoffs. And everybody's talked about it. National radio has talked about it a little bit. They have a breakdown in the fourth quarter. I don't know what it is. So maybe we'll see something different, but they'll have a little bit of momentum. I think the Knicks would want to go back, but you still don't want them to have that little 5% of a comeback when they go back, because none of these teams have really taken control of home court advantage,
Oh, yeah, here we go. This is for the Spurs. I gave them the gong because they did a poor job this week in that game. And I mean, how do you have all be up by all that points and then all of a sudden you just blow it? I mean,
that's the
experience of the Spurs team. That's, you know what I mean? That's where we are with that. And,
Well, it was in a fourth quarter breakdown. That's what we've talked about.
Yeah,
exactly. and also they're out. The Knicks are out rebounding the Spurs by a ton. So that's what I'm thinking about too.
All right. Okay, Pensman, do you see that comment there? What is that comment there? Is that okay to put up or no?
Yeah, it's good.
Are you there? Okay, good. All right, I'm going to put it up. There you go. I want to thank Amy for participating in the show. Thank you, Amy. All right.
Thank you, Amy.
Yes, exactly. We got a lot of new viewers today. It's appreciated. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our shows as well. Myself, Pensman Sports here down below us. Brian to my right and your left. So just to let you know that as well. And this is the new Saturday Sports Blast Show, and we're blasting away about what happened with the Chicago Bears. We just had Marcus McCullum on, who covers all Chicago sports. Great guy, great person to have on. He also does a radio show. Tune into him as well. And don't forget this afternoon, I want to remind everybody about the Sports Corner radio show. Speaking of that, this afternoon, 2 to 3 p.m. on AM 1250, The Answer, 92.5 on the FM dial, with myself, Ralph Williams, your revolutionary, the visionary, myself here, and my co-host, Smoking Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, and Luther Dupree. And we have a lot to talk about, as always. But today we're going to do a special show today, so check that out as well. 2 to 3 p.m. on AM 1250, The Answer in Pittsburgh, and 92.5 on the FM dial. Don't forget tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., or Sunday morning, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., every Sunday morning, Ralph Williams Show with Tony Moreno and I. And we have a lot to talk about as well. All right, let's get into some
Ralph, I've got something read that, put that up real quick, because that came in last night. I don't know if anybody that came in last night, if you want to put that one up.
What is it?
Yeah.
About Ronnie.
About Ronnie. Yeah. Condolence to him and his family.
Yeah, I don't see it here. So we're
it'll pop up in about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Ronnie, he died yesterday at some point. He was an actor, played the Dukes on Gomer Pyle. So
Duke Slater. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, Duke Slater. Yeah, he passed away yesterday afternoon.
Wow.
So
Oh,
so
my
that
gosh.
one, Pat. Yeah. So going to Gomer. Wow. So he actually passed away.
Passed away. You know what? They've been like crazy, been passing away. It's crazy out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's been every week. It's been at least one, maybe two, and then they say they always die in threes. So. But anyway, there you go. There's Sports Break Media. Thank you, as always. So anyway, all right, Pensman, let's get to you for NHL hockey, and then we're going to wrap it up. Go ahead, Pensman. What's going on?
I am so disgusted with the Vegas Knights, because if you guys follow hockey, everybody wanted Carter Hart. Everybody wanted him. I wanted him as Penguin goalie. Ralph, I think you wanted him. Brian, you're a Nashville Predators fan. Everybody that needed goaltending, everybody was like, "Oh, I want Carter Hart. Carter Hart's the best." Well, Vegas Knights are losing, but they're up and down, and we'll see what happens. But I don't know. This is what everybody wanted in the finals, but it's back and forth. We'll see if Carolina can pull off the win tomorrow. But it's a good series, but I'm not sure what's going on with the distractions. I don't know if Brian can help me out with that. I don't know if he hears something on the backside, but everybody's talking about if Carolina can block the distractions off. But I like the speed of the game. It's a good finals. It's back and forth. It's like a ping pong match where they win and then the other team wins. So it's a good series. So, and John has always been a good coach. He coached the Tampa for a little bit. He coached Philly, and he went around the league. So it's good that he actually settled in. So it's good to see John do well in the NHL. So we'll see if Vegas could do whatever they can do to get the win. So, Brian, do you know anything about this distractions I'm talking about?
Oh, I have no idea, but I want to say that if we've actually
Amy, thank you for the comment, by the way.
Yeah, thank you, Amy. I want to say this too. Had in the last couple of years, I don't think I've seen the scoring like it's been. It's been over 4 points or whatever. If you get up 4 points or you get up 2 points in the hockey in this series,
Well, right now
you
they're
might
averaging.
as well. These teams can
Yeah.
come back. We've actually seen a comeback in
Yeah, well,
all
right now
this
they're
stuff.
averaging 6 goals a game right now.
Yeah. So if you go up 4-0, you're still not out of the lead. You better still keep putting the pressure on because you might as well score 7 points now. And I've never seen these points. I've never seen these goals be as high as they are in any. I don't remember anything. Have you, Pensman? Have you seen these
I'm going back
goals?
and I'm going to split my life in half. I'm going to be like in the first part it was like 1-0, and then the middle of my life it was like 2-0, 4-3-0, and now getting later in stages of my life it's like 6-3, 6-4. It's like 4-3. It's like it's crazy.
Just take
Yeah,
just take
what-
just
this
take the
new-
goalies out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let them go at it. Just take the goalies out and go. You know what? All right, goalies free in the last 5 minutes of the game.
Or we could do what we did when I played street hockey and put trash cans in front of the net.
See if they can score on that. Yeah, just put the Ralph, would you like to see that? Just say, okay, we're going to put, but it's.
We'll see Ralph, we can see if they're better than Silva's and the Penguins goalies. We'll see if they can actually stop the puck.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. All right, guys, let's wrap it up here today. Closing thoughts, and also tell everybody how they can get a hold of you. Go ahead, Brian. We'll start with you.
You can find me on multiple platforms at Sports Break Media on multiple platforms. You can find me on X at 24 Sports Break. So that's where you can find me. But most of the platforms are now Sports Break Media. And also my email is sportsbreak1@gmail.com if you want to email me and stuff like that. So, yeah, everything is now Sports Break Media.
All right, that's great. Good news on that front. Pensman Sports, go ahead. Tell us how everybody can get a hold of you and final thoughts. Go ahead.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody that muscled through today. It was a lot of technical issues with me and Leo and Marcus. Marcus came in and out. He then finally finished it off with the film. But I'd like to thank the viewers for muscling through and fighting through the technical.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
you can follow me on Pensman Sports on Gmail. You can email me at pensmansports@gmail.com. You can follow me on YouTube. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. Let's get Brian over there to 500. I know he can do it. He says 200, but I say 500. But you can email me. And then you got me at Twitch at Pensman Sports as well. So follow me over there. So I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in.
All right. You can reach me on I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X. I'm also on the Kick Network. I'm on Getter. I'm also on Rumble. I'm also on the LinkedIn. And also on Blue Sky. So I'm on a lot of social media platforms. Make sure you like and subscribe to all of us here on the Saturday Sports Blast Show. And also don't forget to subscribe to all of our YouTube channels. Help us get to our goals. I'm trying to get to 2,500. And as Pensman and Brian indicated, where they're trying to go as well. And again, don't forget this afternoon, 2 to 3 p.m., 12:50 a.m., The Answer. 92.5 on the FM dial. The Sports Corner radio show with me, Ralph Williams, Smoking Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, and Luther Dupree. We have a special show for you today, so check that out as well. And also don't forget about check my social media platforms for all other shows. Good luck today between the Louisville Kings and the DC Defenders in today's United Bowl for the UFL. Tonight, UFC at the White House. We didn't have enough time to talk about that tonight, but you can tune into that on Paramount Plus. I'm interested to see how that's going to work out. 8 o'clock start time.
Yeah, that's tomorrow night.
Oh, tomorrow night. I'm sorry. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Give you something to do because there's nothing else on anyway tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. So, that's perfect timing there. I got to give the Trump administration credit for that. So there you go. All right. Thank you again for being part of the show. And until next Saturday, Have yourself a great one, and please, by all means, be safe. Thank you.